My name is Armando Mendez, and I was born in McAllen, Texas. As a child, I played a bunch of different sports, but my favorite was baseball. I always will remember my parents and grandparents being very supportive and saying I could do whatever I wanted as long as I tried my best. They were at every single game, no matter how far it was or what city we had to play in. I will always remember when I was a kid in elementary, I had trouble reading and speaking English. I basically grew up in a household where the primary language was Spanish, so I had to take extra classes and take extra time to learn English. It was very difficult for me, but I ended up doing well in the end. This is my little brother, Joshua Mendez, and he is very special to us. He was born on April the 19th, 2013. We already teaching him Spanish and English. He's about to turn 5 here coming up pretty soon. He's a very smart kid and has a really bright future. We can already tell that he has a very great heart. This is Andrew Mendez. He is my oldest brother. He is 28 years old and is serving currently in the U.S. Navy. He has been there since he was 21 and is planning on retiring out of the Navy. These are my two parents. On the right is my father, Armando Mendez Sr., and on the left is my mom, Carmen Mendez. They are very supportive, and this is a family picture and my girlfriend on my left-hand side. We were in Arizona. These are my parents and my little brother. This was last year when I was playing college baseball in Oklahoma. They would go up there and watch me. They would drive 13 hours just to watch me play the game. These are my parents. This is my dad and my little brother. These are my grandparents. This is my grandmother and my grandfather. They are very special to me. They were born and raised in Mexico and were the most loving and caring grandparents you could ask for. They didn't have a whole lot of money, but they did whatever they could to try to put food on the table and make us happy. They also made sure that we knew that our blood came from Mexico and that they came over to try to start a better life for us. And my grandmother basically almost went her whole life without having papers, but she recently finally became a U.S. citizen, and she's very proud of that because she knows that it's very hard for that to happen, especially when you don't know any English. She's a very strong woman and has done a whole lot to take care of us and make sure that we grew up knowing that we are Mexicans and that we should be proud to be a Mexican, and that we will always be able to count on family no matter what the situation was. These are just some of my cousins. We like to make vacations and we're very close to each other. We go everywhere together. This is my closest cousin, Frankie Guevara. We like to go to football games, Dallas Cowboys. We like to go to the ranch. We like to go shooting. We like to go dove hunting. We like to go deer hunting. Just depends on the season. Our favorite teams are the Houston Astros. We go almost every year to at least 3 games. I played baseball all through high school. I went to Nicky Rowe. I played football also my senior year. This is my girlfriend, Victoria Lopez. She is very special to me. These are the group of guys that I'll remember forever. They were my senior year baseball team. I was with them for about 4 years. I came out on the paper a couple times for making big plays. I played catcher. This was my sophomore year in college in Oklahoma Panhandle State University. I was over there for only 1 year. I had a very good time. It was very different than high school baseball, that is for sure. Like I said, this is Victoria Lopez. We've been dating for about 5 years already, going to be 6 in January. We dated all through high school and now into college. We've gone out of state. We've gone on different vacations together. We've gone everywhere. One of my hobbies is going to the shooting range. I like hunting. I like fishing. There's a lot of different things I like to do on my free time, not just baseball. So this is my family. I love them very much. It's my dad, my mom, and my little brother. He's not even looking at the camera, but I still love him very much. These people right here would do anything for me, and I would do anything for them. My dad grew up very poor. My mom grew up with my grandmother. I remember she would always tell me that they would go up to Mississippi or Missouri, go picking in the cotton fields every summer for money. My mom has 2 sisters and had a brother. He passed away a couple years ago. May he rest in peace. She would tell me that every time they would go up to Minnesota that people would look at her ugly, people would call her names, people would call her wetbacks, just because they were out there working the jobs that nobody else wanted to work. People would claim that they were always taking their jobs, that Mexicans would always take their jobs, but in reality, none of them wanted to work the jobs my mom and her family would do. They would work so hard out there, and I respect her very much for the things she would do. She knows how it is to work hard and to be called names and be discriminated because of her race. I love her. She's a very strong woman. This is my family and my childhood. Thank you.